Welcome back to another Arcade Fix. Today, I got another eBay purchase. So, let's go ahead and open the box and see what we got. I always wonder how good somebody packs something. So let's see what kind of packing job they did. This is an arcade board. Oh, would you look at that? Double boxed. That's nice and refreshing. There's a whole lot of people that don't know how to pack and ship arcade boards. So we're off to a good start. So let's see where's the best place to open this thing. Okay. Wow, would you look at that? Bubble wrap. Definitely, whoever packed this seems to know what they were doing. Sometimes people will just throw a bare board in one of them boxes and ship it just like it is. They might put a little bit of crumpled up newspaper on it. And that's about it. That's the extent of it. The only thing with bubble wrap is trying to figure out where it's taped together. And how to get it apart. All right. If it's damaged, it's not from being packed incorrectly. Oh boy. There we go. All right. Wow. This is a pretty clean looking board. Very nice. Nicest I've seen in a long time. Huh. And what is it? Anybody have an idea? Well, it appears to be I can't think of the name of the company now. This is supposed to be a Phoenix. I wasn't sure if it was a Century board. It says original Phoenix Century board, which it probably is, but I know they made several boards. Two or three different companies made them. This is the company that's got the little emblem here it's shaped like a dolphin. And for the life of me, I can't remember which board that is. But I don't think it's really a bootleg board, which it could be. I don't really remember right off the top of my head. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure somebody knows a little more about this than I do. But anyway, what we have here is supposed to be a working but has issue original Phoenix Century arcade video game board for repair. Okay, now this was an eBay purchase, and I jumped on it because I was kind of looking for one, a Phoenix board, and I happened to see this one, and I bought it for $59.99 plus $12.55 shipping. So it's cheap enough. It says it's supposed to have a problem. It has a video issue. And it had several pictures in the auction. And it looks like the game is up and running and booting, but as you can see right here on the right-hand edge, it has a curling issue. And I'm pretty sure that's a monitor issue. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. I don't think that a board issue is causing that. If you watch my other videos of my heavy barrel that I picked up from the trash, it was on the curb being thrown away, and I'm pretty sure it was probably an original Phoenix, but they had installed a heavy barrel in it, and it had a Toei Munson monitor in it, and I had a little issue with the curl even after I rebuilt it, but adjusting the horizontal hold straightened up that curve. I could make the curve go both directions. So I'm thinking that they had a monitor problem, because in these pictures I could tell it was in an original Century cabinet, which probably had a Toei Munson monitor. And I'm thinking that all they had was a monitor that needed a cap kit real badly and was not adjusted correctly. So that's what we're going to find out. We're going to find out if this board works or not. Now, it's not JAMMA. So how am I going to hook it up to my JAMMA game here for testing? Well, another eBay purchase. Yeah, I can't stay away from eBay. This is supposed to be the adapter for it that allows you to adapt it to a JAMMA. So, look in here and see what we got. And with shipping, this was $23.99, $16.39 shipping, but it did come from Canada. So a total of $40.38 for an adapter, which isn't bad. All right. Phoenix to JAMMA adapter. Part side, solder side. All right. So it should go on this way. There we go. All right. Now I got my JAMMA extension here. Now, since the last time I used this, I made a little change here. I was always tired of having to check the voltage from a power supply before I hooked the board up. So I got one of these little LED voltmeters off of eBay. And they were real cheap. Of course, they come from China. And I picked those up off of eBay. Total plus shipping was $12.60 for 10 of them. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And they seem to work pretty good. So, all right. Let me go ahead and plug this in. Okay. All right. We're ready to fire it up and see what happens. So let me go ahead and set the camera up so you can see the screen, the monitor, and we'll fire it up and cross the fingers and see if we got a working board. All right. Well, let's fire it up and see if it works. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, my volume is probably turned up, and the board has a volume control on it right here too. So
we have this debate constantly. Detroit been by.
let me see. This has an audio amplifier on it. Huh. I don't know. Well, let's just coin it up and see what happens. Well, it seems to work. I don't know what that loud noise is. Could that be the fan? I believe that's the fan in my cabinet making that noise. Yeah, that's the fan in my cabinet. Boy, I thought that was audio coming in from the board. But evidently my fan is starting to, the bearings have dried up. Let's try that again. Okay, it's quiet now. So the game works. Looks beautiful. So success. A little hard playing it sideways. I keep getting mixed up with the joystick because the game's sideways. But yeah, the game seems to be playing fine. All right. Good deal. All right, let me show you the, there's the voltmeter I put on here. I ordered red, but they sent me green. That's the only thing. But yeah, I got 5.54 volts. So it's a little on the high side, but that'll be fine. Just evidently this board doesn't draw that much current. So yeah. All right. Well, good deal. Now there's one thing to do. Let's take it out in the garage, put it in the heavy barrel, which used to be a Phoenix, I'm almost certain, and let's see how it looks on an original Toei monitor. Okay, I got one more eBay purchase in the deal. This came from another auction. Well, it was a buy it now, I think. I think you can probably guess what this is. Also nicely wrapped and packed. I'm batting 1,000 on that. Alrighty. I'm sure you already guessed what this is. All right. Well, the back of it, this is an original marquee. And it looks like, ah, boy, I didn't notice that in the auction. Probably was, though. Looks like somebody's drilled holes in it where they had mounted it on the wall. Not a deal breaker, because that might be below the marquee holders. I don't know. Got a couple little scratches on it, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. All right, are you ready? I know you already know what it is. Century Phoenix. What was that? Hallelujah, Florida. That's where the company was. Yeah, it's got a couple bad spots there. And even though they drilled holes in it, it's in the completely black area, so all I got to do is probably fill them back in and just, yeah, if they're visible, and yeah, just black them out. But yeah, Century Phoenix. So I guess you know what this means. I'd have made up my mind. Heavy barrel is, I'm not interested in it, so I'll probably be pulling all that out of the cabinet and probably be selling that here in the not too distant future. So if anybody is looking for a complete working heavy barrel setup, joysticks, wiring harness, and everything, I will be putting them up for sale. So, and I'll probably make a video showing how everything works again, even though I've already done it. But I'll probably make another little video just for when I get ready to sell it. So let me know in the comments, what do you think is the going rate for a heavy barrel board working, the complete wiring harness, the 2 rotary joysticks, a nice cardboard bezel monitor surround, and a marquee that's in great shape. So yeah. All right. So let's go out to the garage and put that board in the cabinet just to see what it looks like with the Toei monitor. Alrighty, well, I got the game board in, and I put a new light in the marquee. I'm not going to take that marquee out and change it yet. I'm going to have to, you know, work on this cabinet, so there's no need in putting it in. But we will see if the light fixture works, because I did replace the tube there. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Heard a little blip there. That sounds good. Bingo. Yeah, that's looking good. The screen might be up a little high, so I might have to adjust the monitor a little bit. But yeah, the marquee didn't come on though, so might have a bad starter. I didn't change the starter, but we'll worry about that later. So let's go ahead and, yeah, I can see the raster lines on there, so I'm gonna have to cut the monitor down a little bit. Let me adjust the monitor just a little bit, and then I'll come back and we'll see if we can play a game. Okay, I got it dialed in. It looks better in person than it does on camera, I'm sure. The green cutoff was a little too high, so I had to cut the green cutoff down, but it's working fine. I think my wire came loose for the coin, so I got to fix that. I just temporarily twisted it together, so hang tight. Okay, well, I got a little snag. It doesn't seem to coin up with coin 2, so it must only be the board is set up for coin 1 only. Well, the wire for the coin 1 came out of this jammer harness when I was working on the heavy barrel, so I just switched it over to coin 2. So I'm going to have to put a new pin in that jammer connector for coin 1 to get this to play. So, but as you can see, it's working fine. There's no curl on the right hand side of the screen, and the colors look good, so I'm pretty happy with it. Get a little better picture of it here. Yeah, nice vibrant colors, full screen, and no curl on that right hand side. So yeah, the monitor is going to be just fine. So yeah, let me look in the manual, and maybe I can set this on free play and get it going real quick. Okay, should have it all fixed now. Turns out that Phoenix doesn't have a free play setting. Dip switch settings, you only have 2 choices. One play for 25 cents or one play for 50 cents. So that wasn't viable. The board does have connections for coin 1 and coin 2. However, the adapter I got from PC Board Junkie or PCB Junkie, I looked at the traces on the adapter, and it's only set up for coin 1. The other side of the jammer pad on the adapter doesn't go anywhere, so it was never hooked up. Evidently, some of the Phoenix boards only had one coin connector, because in my schematics it had listed on the wiring diagram that this was the revised wiring for 2 coin door models. So evidently they had some that only had one coin slot. But anyway, let's see if it works now. Let me coin it up. Yes, seems to work. Let's play a 1-player game. Since it is really a 1-player game, it just alternates between the 2. So let's see what happens here. All right, and it looks like it's working. Of course, I'm playing it with a joystick. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, the cocktail version, from what I've seen online, has a joystick, but the upright does not. It just has buttons for right and left. But you can play it with a joystick just fine. The monitor, I believe, needs a little more adjusting. The wings on the birds in person looks a little pink. I had to turn the cutoff down on the green. Probably have to turn them down on some of the other colors too. The heavy barrel board is probably just set up differently, and the color adjustments are completely different for that board. But that's no biggie. When we get it in the cabinet, I'll tune it up for this board. I mean, once we get the cabinet refinished. Ah, boy. Okay, the left just stopped working. It's not going left now. That could still be the joysticks, a little dirty. Yeah, that's probably the joystick. Out here in this garage, it's damp and humid, so. Even though I did clean the joystick about a week ago. Oh, should use the shields. Game over. Okay, well, there you have it. Just a quick little video. Turns out that my gamble on the game board off of eBay was spot on. I still got one credit in here. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I knew by that picture that they put on the auction that was just monitor curl. And I was pretty confident that that's all that was wrong if that was the problem they were talking about. So I took a chance on it, and even if it was something else, I'm sure we could have fixed it. If not, quite a few people I could have sent it out to get fixed. Like I say, I'm not an expert. I can fix some things myself. If I get stumped, I don't have a problem with paying somebody to straighten it up. So anyway, there you go. So now you know what the future for this Century cabinet is going to hold. We're going to turn it back into a Phoenix. So let me know in the comments, what's the best place to get a control panel overlay? Who makes the best? Who makes the best side art? I already have a marquee, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to use the original marquee. But I want something that's pretty good quality. And I don't think we're going to refinish the wood grain sides, even though it's got some scratches on it. And it's got some wood chunks missing around some of the corners. And also the T-molding. I don't think you can get this offset T-molding. So it has offset T-molding. What do you do for your T-molding? Do you fill up your crack and recut the slots and use standard T-molding? Is that the only option nowadays for this? So let me know in the comments. So there you have it. If you want to see the restoration on this cabinet and turning this back into a Phoenix, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified when I do drop a new video. I don't know if I'll be going to this direct. I got a couple more things I want to do in the meantime, but you never know. And it depends on the weather. We're starting into fall, it's starting to get cold, and that's not really conducive to a whole lot of cabinet working, but we'll see. Maybe we'll have a few more warm days and we might be able to get a little bit of it in before the weather sets in. All right, well, this has just been another arcade fix. Have you had your arcade fix today? I'm going to play some more Phoenix. Man. Never said I was good at it. man.